We expect to have to evacuate over 300,000 people.
Evacuation route to get out of the Tampa Bay area.
County area around Venice as a Category 4 hurricane.
The winds were near 150 miles per hour as it was making landfall.
Florida was recently hit with a Category 4 hurricane. Many people prepared, but some panicked. You gotta secure it, remove it, or you might lose it. We're here on location with Captain Will to learn how to prepare for a hurricane.
First thing we're going to do is secure any covers or canvas items on the boat itself, such as this rear seat on the flybridge deck. All right, so let's go through the boat and see if there's anything else that needs to be removed. That includes cushions, dock boxes, covers, miscellaneous items, furniture, chairs, tables. This boat's equipped with a hard top, but your boat may have a soft canvas top or a bimini top that you're going to want to remove and take that canvas off of the frame itself. While you're up here, you're going to want to go ahead and lay down any of your antennas or electronic equipment on that bimini top or hard top. Another thing to consider that you might want to do to your boat as well, especially if you have an older boat, is use masking tape to seal up any door jams, window seals, hatches, any deck plates or hatches that might need to be sealed so you don't want water going down into your bilge. Also, this boat has a nice window cover. You're going to want to unsnap these as well. Hey guys, I'm down in the bilge of this 460 Prestige. I'm checking the battery levels and the battery charger to make sure they're topped off and running properly. Those batteries are going to in turn run your bilge pumps. The third thing is the shore power cord coming from the dock to the boat. You want to make sure that that shore power cord has plenty of slack in case of a dramatic rise or fall in water. So I wanted to take a quick second to show you the bowline knot. The bowline knot is a great versatile rope for making a loop on the end of a line and securing it to a piling. Now the beauty of the bowline knot is that no matter how hard you pull on that line, you can always get the knot undone. A lot of towboat captains use this, and it's great for securing this line to the piling. Let me demonstrate. Find the bitter end, go down the line a couple feet from the bitter end, make a loop, take the bitter end, the rabbit goes through the hole, around the tree, back through the hole, pull tight, just like so, and it cinches together. To start securing your boat in your wet slip, you're going to want to gather all of your extra lines that you have on board, or you may want to go purchase some more. This boat's typically going to use a 5/8 inch line. For the storm, you may want to use a 3/4 inch line as the double line, because we're going to double all the lines on this boat. Here we're at a fixed dock, so we have pilings with some pretty good bumpers mounted to the pilings. In a fixed dock wet slip scenario, the main thing that's going to keep the boat off the pilings are the lines itself. However, you can take some extra measures with some fenders and mount them horizontally on your boat that would match up with the pilings in case the boat did get loose and start rubbing up against the piling. If you're on a wet slip, you're going to keep the fender vertical, and here's how you do that. You're going to drop it down as low as you can. The fender is never in the water, and you're going to match up the hull side of the boat with the floating dock itself. And you're going to tie a simple clove hitch, and I'm going to finish the clove hitch with 2 half hitches. You're going to also want to use more spring lines on that floating dock. Now, if your boat's in a wet slip and it does have these tide slide systems, we're going to want to reinforce that by adding extra lines and tying them to the piling themselves directly, bypassing the tide slides. Now I'm going to take my boat hook. Every boater should have one of these. Put it on the tip. Just like so. Remove it, cinch it up, and pull it tight. That's not going to go anywhere. And then we're going to run it to the starboard cleat. We're going to come around the horn, cinch it up tight, 1 figure 8, finish it off with the cleat hitch, pull it tight, and that's not going anywhere. Now we just discussed spring lines to your midship cleat. Spring lines is how you use the line. Spring lines spring with the boat up and down as the boat moves next to the dock with the tide or the potential surge that comes in from the storm. Now notice how this line has plenty of length here. The more length you give the spring line, the more travel the boat has to go up and down. That's super important when we're talking about a storm surge in a potential hurricane. So you always want to make sure that your spring lines to your midship and your spring lines at your stern are always nice and long. They have good length so the boat can travel as high as possible. Remember, you need to remove it, secure it, or lose it. So any registration or documentation that you have aboard the vessel, that needs to be brought off the boat in case you do have to file an insurance claim after the storm. After you've taken all the proper precautionary steps to tie your boat down correctly and secure all your items, make sure that you take pictures of everything that you've done in case you need to file something with your insurance company. If you don't have a camera, make sure to find a friend or a photographer. Hey. If you want to mitigate the risk to your boat during the next hurricane, follow these steps and you'll be prepared.